Hello.
Okay. So, first of all, are there any topics you're most excited about discussing about anything?
Well, it's been a secret to me, so it's all a surprise for me right now. Let's get started.
Well, is there any topics that are off limits?
Nah, I'm open to everything.
Okay. And how are you feeling? Is there anything you want to talk about before we start, like, actually recording the interview?
No, everything's all right. I'm good.
Okay. Have you recorded something like this before?
For projects, yeah.
Okay. Um, what has been going on in your life recently that you expected, didn't expect?
Okay. So one of the things that I wasn't expecting was university being this challenging, because I lived in the US for a year. I was having fun. University was easy, easy GPA, everything.
Of course.
Sudden shock, sudden shock. Came back to Dubai, back at home, at square one. at
Yeah.
the at the bottom of the stack.
Yeah,
Everyone's
I get
fresh.
that.
Everyone's 18. Every single person's 18, 17 with me in my class. I'm the only 20-year-old turning 21 soon. And I'm
21.
like, yeah, 21 soon. So I'm there. I don't know what to expect, and yet I'm being challenged left and right. But I like the fact that me being older and experienced than everyone else brings a new aspect to the whole education scene for me.
Yeah. No, I get that. Um,
And
mm, sorry, just one second.
um, yeah,
I I'm very sorry. I need to turn on the AC because
yeah, it's all right.
no, sorry. Continue what you were saying.
And when it comes to relationships with people, it's quite different. Like I said, I was in the US for a year, and I came back here. I don't know how to act or what to expect from people because everyone's new around me. All of my friends moved on. They went international. They went to other countries. I'm all alone. So I had to
Yeah,
start from zero. Yeah, I met nice people like you guys. Some more people in my classes, and everything's going all right.
that's good. I'm glad to hear that. So, is there anything on your mind that's you want to share with us at all?
I could share anything you want. Is there anything particular you're poking at?
No, there isn't. I'm just poking at your brain.
Well, I would like to just talk about money. This whole stigma with money and earning as a student in Dubai, it's a
Yeah,
challenge. It's a
yeah,
huge challenge.
yeah. I see that
Like
too.
all around the world, everywhere else, students work and study at the same time, and the
Yeah,
work supports their passion for studying. While over here, you have to choose one. Either you sacrifice yourself for the studies, or slave away in whatever job you find that you're not passionate about.
yeah,
Like I got some friends that are working as salespeople, and they don't want to work. They want to study. They want to study because they're passionate about it, but they need to make the money. Or some guys that go to the military.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so tell me about your origin story. Like, where are you from? Who are you? Who is
Well,
Muhammad?
that Muhammad Mohsin is something very complicated. This origin story is stretched left to right multiple times. Now, by the getup that I'm wearing, people will think directly that I'm Arab. I am from here or from Saudi or something.
Yeah.
Well, part of it is true. It's more complicated. I hold an Indian passport. I am an Indian citizen. I grew up in the UAE, and my family origins stretch all across the world. One of my Most of my bloodline comes from the Middle East, specifically Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Emirat, Qatar. These
Okay.
are the specific areas I'm from.
Okay.
And we were traders by nature. We used to go around trading with the people in the Middle East. We used to
Yeah.
bring the spices and all of these things.
Yeah.
So an opportunity was presented to my great grandfather, like great grandfather, like 9 generations ago,
Mhm.
to go to India. He took it, he went to India, and he was there. He lived there, he died there, and carried on with the bloodline.
Okay.
And that's how the Indian nationality came into me.
So basically, you're Indian, Yemeni, Emirati. What else am I missing? Sorry?
Saudi,
Yeah,
Qatari.
and Qatari. MashaAllah.
Yeah.
So, which one are you most proud to be of?
As you can see what I'm wearing, I'm really, really proud to be Arab. I hold it as my I hold it as my identity. I wave the flag. I am here.
So, okay, well, excluding the UAE,
Yeah.
like, what's your favorite one? Like, your favorite one to visit, your favorite one to be like, yeah, I'm from that country.
If you ever want to visit, is Yemen. Yemen is one of the dream locations I want to go to because the oceans, the mountains, the
Yeah,
rivers, the nature. I like to call Yemen as the Los Angeles of the Middle East, the natural aspect, not the pop culture, but like the
yeah,
nature, all of those stuff.
yeah, I got it.
But the one where it comes to be flexing about, I would go for Qatar. You know, we came up with FIFA. We were there. We are very controversial.
So you're proud of being from Qatar because of FIFA.
FIFA, the heritage, the royalty, the money, basically the money, the stigma of the country. It's one of the smallest places on the planet, and yet they bring so much change into the world.
Yeah.
Like our Sheikha Moza, she
Mm,
was the chairman for the Children's Charity Foundation worldwide,
yeah.
and she's there repping the Middle East, all of it.
Yeah. Okay, well, jumping to a different kind of broaden your horizon a little bit. What's your favorite place to vacation in?
Vacation in.
Yeah.
Okay, I got two choices. I would go to Turkey or I would go to the United States. See, I love both of them.
Tell me.
United States, okay, United States is a wild card. You can experience anything on the planet in the States. You
Yeah.
have 50 great locations, or even more than 50 locations, because they keep on adding up. You can
Yeah.
go to the mountains in Alaska, hike, or you can go down to Florida and enjoy the beaches. You can go to New Mexico, experience the culture, the heritage of the Mexican people over there. Even though it's part New Mexico and Mexico are different,
Yeah.
people immigrate. It's really nice, and you can go down to the islands near Hawaii, see what's all about the Polynesian people. So it's really amazing. US is something crazy. You can experience all types of stuff. You like the cold, go to the US. You like the heat, go to the US. You
Yeah.
like big US. You like small, go US.
Yeah.
There's a place for everyone in the United States. And Turkey, well, Turkey is a very unique experience for me because it's one of my favorite holidays. When I graduated from high school, my parents took me on a surprise trip to Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
I was at my lowest in life at that point because I graduated. I was lost. I didn't know where to go. Before I planned out to go to US, I was supposed to go to Canada.
Mm.
And in that journey, I understood one thing. I can't just adjust anywhere easily. I need a very specific place. I need comfort. I am Khaliji by nature. I need comfort. I need a big
Good.
chair. I need my ice cream. In Turkey, I discovered my passion for ice cream. There wasn't a single ice cream vendor I didn't go to.
Okay, wait, so going back, you said that in the United States there's a place for everyone.
There's a place for everyone.
Did you feel like you were in your place when you were in the United States?
Sadly, no. I wasn't at the right place. I was uh, I was suggested by my father's friends and some of my family to go to Minnesota. Minnesota is one of the loveliest places on the planet,
Yeah,
but because of the last minute decision I made between Canada and the United States, I had to settle for something. I can't let another year go by and waste my time.
yeah,
So
I get.
I went to a very small university in a town called University of Wisconsin in River Falls. University of Wisconsin itself is very huge. It's ranked worldwide 67.
Yeah.
It's one of the leading universities in research.
Mm.
But because of my lack of knowledge, I had to settle with Wisconsin only for one thing. Wisconsin was really close to Minnesota. River Falls was like a 40 minutes drive.
Ugh,
That
that's
was, and because I was living in a town, everything was a challenge. There wasn't a mosque, so my identity as a Muslim was being challenged. There weren't any people. I was the only brown slash Arab guy there on campus. They gave me a prayer room just for me to pray there because there weren't any places. I didn't have that many friends because for them it's the States. You have frat parties, you have sororities, people drink, they dance. That's not me. That's not part of me.
yeah.
But while I in the US, I traveled. I went to New York, I went to Florida, Washington, and I found a piece of me in those places. I found other people exactly like me living the same story. I found a friend from Yemen living in Philadelphia. This guy is running a restaurant over there, and he's like, it's the best thing on the planet. There's another Yemeni guy I found in Florida, and surprisingly, I don't know if you heard about this guy, Hazal Mansouri, who was an astronaut for United Arab Emirates.
Okay, I haven't.
He visited that restaurant, and the sheikh gave this guy some sort of like
Oh,
badge or something to the restaurant owner. So he's like,
yeah.
I spoke to the royal guy on the phone. I was like, damn, you're having fun here in Florida.
Damn, that's a great. That's a lot. That's a lot to
Yeah,
take in.
just because this guy is running a restaurant that's selling mendi in Florida. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. He get to meet royalty, and we live here and we don't get to see it.
Okay. Well, if we're talking about the future and people's careers and all of that, I wanted to ask, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, realistically, out of those 5 years, two are still going to be in uni because I'm a university student.
Yeah.
Most likely, I will graduate in Australia and I will move to the state, California, for my further education. I will do a master's. I will study, inshallah, in the University of San Jose,
Inshallah.
and I would like to make some sort of thing out of my life in America,
Inshallah. That
make
would,
some money.
yeah,
Yeah,
that would be a great goal to accomplish.
yeah, just the studies. Well, I have a goal that I want to die in UAE. That's one of the goals on my list.
I
It's
get
like
that.
I was born here and I will die on this land.
I get that. But what motivates you to get up in the morning? What are you driven by?
That's a lovely question. What am I motivated by? It's to seize the day, my friend. It's to seize the day. Just the thought about lying there, letting it slip by, not achieving anything, being there. You know, when you can be moving around, progress so much to get closer to your goal.
Yeah.
Uh,
But what
uh,
does seizing the day mean to you? Like, what is it exactly?
Well, I have these long-term goals that I have set up. For one of the goals, for instance, is praying the five prayers. I'm a Muslim.
Hmm.
My other goal is eating clean or eating healthy because I want to lose weight. If I don't act day by day, how can I make progress with myself? How can I be content?
Yeah.
And whenever I try to seize the day, there is always something more I can do. Let's just say I eat clean, okay, but I can also drink more water. Okay, I can do that as well. How about I start to exercise? I can keep on adding things. There's no such thing as satisfaction. It's
Yeah.
us by nature.
Yeah. But how did how did you get yourself motivated to reach where you are today in your life? What got you here?
Honestly, me personally, I lack motivation with a lot of things. I have been advised by my parents, specifically my father. He pushes me around, he shows me what I can achieve. But lately, I have this friend who is younger than me and who has achieved so much more, and I look up to him. Even though he's younger than me, he's younger than me by 3 years, and I'm there like, oh my God, he is at the stage in life that I want to be at.
Yeah, I understand that. Um, it must be hard, honestly. Uh,
Honestly, it's not hard. Looking at other people's success should drive you forward more instead of you being there judging them. I look at him and I'm proud to be with this guy. I can see what he's doing and he is laying a foundation for me. He's there for me. He gives me advice. He's like, "You want to achieve this? I'm here for you. I can give you the layout. I can tell you exactly what to do." The difference between him and my father is my father can give me advice based on what he has experienced, while this guy is in the exact same place as me and he is doing what I want to do.
yeah, I get it. What would you say people misunderstand about you the most?
Well, two things. People think I'm pretentious. They
Mm.
think I act like I'm something else when I am someone else. And this is a huge misconception about me because they see this guy walking like that. He comes up to you here in the perfect accent. He goes, "Assalamu alaikum," and they're like, "Who's this guy trying to pretend to be? Is he? Why is he being pretentious?" Well, for me, it's my cultural identity. I go with both. I'm this and I'm that. And of course, when I'm in public, I have to act in a different way. I need to be decent. I
Yeah,
got this told a lot by one of my close friends. He used to say, "You change the way you act in front of other people." And I'm like, the other people don't need to know who I am. Only the close people need to know who I am.
yeah. Do you think it affects your ability to make a friendship?
Yes, it highly does. Not just friendship, relationships as well. Are you willing to accept that I'm more complex than you? Are you willing to accept that I value both identities or even multiple identities about myself? Yeah, sure. I can eat a biryani. I enjoy it. I will dance to Indian music. I will go watch Indian movies. That's me. At the same time, I'm also that guy who will go and enjoy his mendi. Who will go and does his yola. That's me. I enjoy my camels and I enjoy my biryani. Two things at the same time. And people are not willing to accept that. One of the stories I like to say is about me being in school. When I was in school, all around, primary, middle, high, whichever one you choose, I have always faced the one issue: where are you from? This question. And they used to be like, you're not an Arab because you don't look like an Arab and you don't speak Arabic.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. If that's the issue, then why are you bringing it up? It doesn't matter who I am. Just carry on with it. They're like, no, we need to know exactly who you are so we can treat you differently based on your identity. I'm
yeah.
like, okay, that's really wrong.
Do you think it's a red flag? Do you see it as a red flag if someone reads, judges you by your cover, per se? Like,
Yes, yes, I would say. But a book's cover matters a lot. People say, never judge a book by its cover. Well, how will you be attracted to the book if you don't know what's on the cover? You see
yeah,
the title, you see the color, you're like, okay, wow, this is worth reading. You turn it around, then you can judge it by looking at the index and the summary of the whole thing. And then you open it, then you will know whether it's a good book or a bad book. People look over this factor. You need to look certain thing to be attracted to.
yeah. Did this ever affect your mental health?
Yes, yes, my mental health has been affected a lot by the way I want to be perceived by others. I I was so out of place because anything I used to do ended up being a thing or another. For instance, if I started using a certain perfume, someone would come up to me and be like, "This smells so Indian. What does it mean? Is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing?" Or someone would say, "This is so Arab. Is it a good thing or a bad thing?" I never knew what it was. And at the same time, I used to be a bit more chubby. So with the whole look, everything, it was challenging for me to fit into society. I worked on myself. I found myself, and I'm still working on it.
That's good. What is the biggest challenge you've overcome in your mental health? From a kid, from now, whenever the time was?
I would say two issues. One thing, accepting that everyone doesn't like me. It's not must that I need to be everyone's favorite. It's a huge issue. I'm insecure about myself. I'm a people's pleaser. I like when people react off of me. I base my emotions and opinions off of others. If you don't like something, I'm with you. I'm against it. If you like something, I'm with you. I like that.
Yeah.
And if you don't like me, I don't like myself. And that's a problem. I'm not supposed to hate myself if you don't like me. I
Yeah.
try to please you. If you don't like an aspect about myself, I will change it. And in this way, in order to cope with myself, I started to binge eat. I used to eat away my emotions. I didn't used to understand. I'm sad, I'll eat. If I'm stressed, I'll eat. That was the second issue. Eating became a huge problem in my life because people eat to live. Well, I was living to eat.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that made sense, but
It does.
like yeah,
You're not alone. It's okay.
yeah,
Did a friendship ever force your mental health in a negative way or positive way?
yes. In a negative way, very recently, I was in cahoots or in a friendship with a bunch of guys who were of similar background to me. Like I
Mm.
said, Arab, Indians. I found my people. I was happy with them. But
Yeah.
when I realized the toxicity they had, the homophobic, sexist views they held in their minds, it disgusted me. It pushed me away because I saw a part of myself becoming like them. You know the saying, your friends are a reflection of yourself, or the people you surround yourself are a reflection of you. And I didn't want to be reflected like that. That's not me.
Yeah.
I'm not there judging people. I give everyone equal opportunity, equal chances,
Yeah.
and well, in a positive way, the opposite of the force is my best friend Chris. She is a Venezuelan who grew up in Qatar and all around the world. She grew up in Korea and Venezuela. It's so complicated. And one thing I realized about her is I want to be in a position that she's at. Someone who's there, upbeat, living their life, seizing the day by day, doesn't know what's going to happen. Well, if I take left, maybe I'll end up a millionaire. Or if I take a right, I'll end up in my dream university. Looking at the positives at both ends, never the negative.
That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear about the second part. I'm very sorry to hear about the negative side of it.
Well, well, you'll need both parts to grow. You need the negative and the good.
When do you think it's time to move on from a friendship?
Closure is something very important. It's something I'm trying to figure out myself. And honestly, the people I talked to you about, I wanted to close the relationship 2 years ago. I regretted day by day being close to them. And when I finally closed this relationship with them about a month ago, I felt this uneasy burden off my shoulders. I
Yeah.
felt me being free. I felt I'm expressing myself.
Yeah.
And honestly, the reason I had to close the relationship was I did something that triggered all of them. Now, my advice is give them the closure, move away. Don't wait for a major event. Well, if a major event happens, it's an easy blow.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sorry, this event happened. We can't move on after this. Let's just give closure.
Yeah. I understand. Okay, well, to lighten the mood a little bit,
Yeah.
what's the most embarrassing moment of your life so far?
Okay. Embarrassing. There are multiple. Multiple. I got three. Number one.
Whichever you're most comfortable sharing.
Okay. Most comfortable sharing. I'm horrible with dancing. Horrible with dancing and rhythms. Anything that includes a rhythm. One, two, three. Snap.
Yeah.
I'm that one guy that snaps after everyone else, or when we're singing together, you're clapping your hand. I'm there, the guy of the offbeat. So this is a story. Why am I bringing this up? Well, I'm someone who's very expressive. I went to a wedding. I started dancing, and when I looked at the recordings of myself dancing, I realized it looks like I am someone who is on a lot of drugs, who's trying to fight jinns. So going, yeah, I'm going to fight you.
At least you're having fun.
Yeah, at the moment.
Yeah, I get it. Um, what is your most unpopular opinion that most people would disagree with, no matter how unhinged the opinion is?
How unhinged the opinion is. Well, okay, wait. Unhinged opinion. Tahina and hummus are not good. They don't taste that good. They're over. Wait, shawarma is overrated. That's an opinion I have. Shawarma is good, but it's way overrated. Like the best a shawarma can be is like a 7.5 out of 10. Like there are so many other foods you can eat. There are so many other sandwiches you can try.
That
There's
is
too much garlic sauce.
that is an unpopular opinion. I'm not gonna lie. Why do you
There's
think
too much. Okay, imagine this. You can't have that sandwich for breakfast because you will end up smelling like garlic sauce throughout the day. No? You can't have it at night because if you eat it, your chest will burn because it's again garlic sauce.
yeah.
Now, the afternoon. If you have that sandwich in the afternoon, you're knocked out for the rest of the day because it's good. It's buzzing. It's good. It's amazing out there. And you cannot stop after one. You need to at least have two. You need to have two.
I get it. Okay,
Right? It's a very difficult thing to eat.
I understand. Um, okay, well, if you had the attention of the whole world for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
what would you say? What would you tell
The
them?
whole world. Whole
Every,
world. 7 billion people.
every single person, and everyone would understand what you would say, no matter the language barrier.
I would tell them to give me $1 and send it to my bank account because that's 7 billion people. I have $7 billion. I'm rich. I'm rich. I am rich.
Fair enough. Do you have a favorite quote or a phrase, a saying that it sticks with you at all times?
Yes, there is a Quran ayah. It says, "Inna ma'al usri yusra wa inna ma'al usri yusra," or something like that.
Yeah.
It's something about hardship. When there's hardship, there's another opportunity for you. So go with it.
إن مع العسر يسرا فإن
Uh,
مع العسر يسرا.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, is there anything we haven't covered that you want to talk about before we end this interview?
I mean, we have spoken about a lot of things. A lot. You can, if you want to start something else, I'm here. I'm game. About identities or past, I have a lot of lore about my life because the
Whatever you
identity challenge has been something I have been struggling with, and one of the aspects of life I'm struggling with is growth.
Yeah.
Growth is something difficult. Imagine you have this friend since middle school. They know you 15 years, and you're not there at that exact same stage you were in life with them. You're different. You're a different person now.
Yeah.
How do you stay friends with this type of person? This person just associates, the old you, not the new you. The new you is more outgoing, while the old you was introverted, a gamer, sitting inside, eating binge food,
Yeah.
chips, ice creams. And the new you is healthy. You like to go out. You like to do stuff, while
Yeah.
that other guy is still stuck in the past. So, do
Okay.
you think? Let me flip the question to you. Do you think if you feel like you have outgrown a relationship, do you think you should close it?
I don't know. I'm not the one being interviewed.
Because that's the question I'm asking myself. If I have enough history with you, do I have the right to close that relationship? You know me 20 years of my life. I am 21 years old. You're there since day one.
Yeah.
Do I have the right to stop our friendship?
It depends on the
I,
person. I feel like it depends on the person.
I guess I'll never know.
Yeah. Um, okay. Is there one final thought, one thing in your head repeating that you want to get out, want to
Prove
say?
them wrong. Prove them wrong. That's the only thing in my head. Prove
That,
everyone wrong.
that's what you want to leave us with.
Yeah, there are too many haters in the world, or you need the self encouragement for yourself. Prove
Yeah.
them wrong. Prove all of them wrong. You can do it. You're
Yeah.
100% capable of it.
Okay. So, would you like to talk about your like a story about your identity or your growth or anything before we close out?
Identity. Well, I have concluded one thing about my identity, whether I'm Indian or Arab. It doesn't matter because I'm Muslim. I'm there. I am gonna be following the rules and steps of Islam. That my cultures don't matter
Uh,
that much.
You lagged out a bit. Can you please repeat what you said?
I said I have concluded with my identity crisis. I'm Muslim. I'm gonna follow the Hadith and the Quran. That's me. Like whether I go left or right, I have to follow it regardless. So that's my main identity.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I have been okay. Now I'm realizing I have been through all the five stages of grief. I was in denial. Then I had aggression, anger towards people. Then the depression. Then the bargaining, and finally now the acceptance.
Yeah, that's good to hear. It's very hard to reach acceptance.
That's lovely.
Alhamdulillah. Well, thank you
Alhamdulillah.
for
Mhm.
joining me in this interview today. And if you'd like to say anything to close out this interview,
Well, you can do it. Prove them all wrong. You're the best. You can do it.
that's good to hear. Thank you so much, Mohsen.
Yalla. Bye. Take care.
Okay, yeah. So, do you think your culture affects any of your views on your mental health or the way you view friendships?
Yes, there's a huge stigma when it comes to mental health with both of my cultures. They think if you rely on your, they think, first of all, everything is related to jinn. Extra activities from religious side. Flameless ghosts are messing with you. They believe in
Yeah.
the evil eye and jinns too much, and they blame everything on that. Now, when it comes to friendships and other
Yeah.
relationships, yeah, that matters. Bro, this is one question I ask myself all the time. Who am I gonna end up marrying? I'm too Arab for an Indian and I'm too Indian for an Arab. Where am I gonna end up? So this thing, it's annoying to me. So I try to find myself piece by piece. I enjoy both sides. It's me. I have friends that are Arab. I have friends that are Indian. I have friends that are neither. I have fun with them. I look at the person itself, the personality. If
Yeah.
I see if I see the person judges me for being something different, I cut that relationship loose. Most of the time, my friends don't even know where I'm from. For them, that's irrelevant. They just see me as a friend.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best option you can really ask for.
Yeah. One time I was meeting a friend and he introduced me to one of his friends. And this girl walks up to me and she goes, "Are you Emirati?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll roll with it. I don't want to give you the full explanation. Like, if I sit down with you, it's going to take half an hour to explain to you where I come from, what's my story." Well, she was a sweetheart. She's nice. We're good friends with her right now.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.